probably furnish your entire apartment with that Sam's Club credit card. Mind blowing, okay? Well, hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Shy-Bivia, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, thanks for stopping by and hitting that play button. Before we go any further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, whenever I post a new video, you guys will be the first to know. Now, if you are new to my channel, I like to share side hustle gems, passive income gems, and all that good stuff, and things that may help you to improve, scale, and grow your business, okay? I'm all about side hustles and passive income and all of that good stuff. And from time to time, I'll share other lifestyle gems and travel and all of that good stuff, okay? But in today's video, you guys, okay, I'm gonna be sharing with how you can start an Airbnb business today, okay, or a short-term rental business today with little to no money, okay? Yes, I said it, all right? So we're gonna get right into the video. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna throw on these headphones because we're gonna go right to Zoom. I'm not currently using my mic right now. There are some things that I want to show you on my laptop, right? And in addition to that, I'm trying to record a podcast as well. So I'm gonna pause this video and I'll be right back. All right, beautiful people, we are here. So again, welcome to another episode of the Legally Clueless Entrepreneurs Podcast, you guys. I'm super excited about today's episode because I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit how you can start your Airbnb business with little to no money. Okay, I know it sounds crazy. How am I supposed to do that with no money? But I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Okay, now first things first, I just want to share a little bit background, how I first dabbled or discovered Airbnb, all that good stuff. If you have not yet purchased my book, right, then you won't know really the full story. But in my book, I did share a little bit of my backstory, how I my first experience, right, with Airbnb, right. But if you haven't purchased my book, I'll just share a little bit, right. A few years ago, when I first purchased my home, right, I was around 23. I had an extra room. I was just single, had an extra room. I needed to make some extra money. Yes, I was working a full-time job and all of that, but I did need to make some extra money to make ends meet because after I purchased my home, I was trying to do a little bit of upgrades and stuff like that with my home and all of that. And so I wanted extra money. So I decided, I was trying to find ways to do that. And I discovered, okay, this thing called Airbnb, right? At that time, I thought Airbnb was just something that only homeowners could, do, right? So that was my thought. But anyway, to make a long story short, I decided to put my extra room on Airbnb, right? I literally did not even have a bed in there. I did not have a mattress in there. I literally just decided to buy an air mattress, Airbnb, right? So I literally decided to just buy an air mattress, right? Put it in there, make it nice and cozy and all of that. And I made sure that that was disclosed, right, explicitly in my listing, that listen, this is an air mattress, blah 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 blah, shared room, all of that. And to my surprise, people were booking, right? People were booking the Airbnb, got great reviews, all that good stuff, right? Just a fast forward. If you want to see the full story, definitely go check out my book. I will link my book in the show notes, right, and in the description if you are watching this on YouTube. All right. That was my first discovery and experience with Airbnb. Didn't really think that you can actually make it like into an actual business and all that good stuff. I was just doing whatever, right? Because I'm one of those people, I enjoy trying things. I don't mind jumping into things and just trying it, especially if it's to make extra money and I can do it, legally. I don't mind trying it, right? So I did that for a few months and that was that. Right. And then fast forward a few years later, I realized that, man, I can actually make this into an actual business. Right. But I'm going to share with you guys today how you can start this without any of your own savings, of your own paycheck money. Now, if you followed my channel, my podcast, you know that I'm big into starting businesses, like an actual business, right? Now, if you want to start Airbnb, like an actual Airbnb business with little to no money, I strongly suggest starting an actual business, right? Forming an actual business. You can do this for free, except for the state filing fee. It depends on what state you're in. It can be anywhere between maybe 50, 100, 150, $200, somewhere about that, right? Again, it really all depends on your state. You can do it through InkFile. InkFile is actually free. You can actually form an actual business, your LLC, or whichever type of business that you prefer with InkFile for free. What they will do is they'll only charge you what the actual state fee is, or you can just go to the state website, irs.gov, and you can do it on your own. You have another company called LegalZoom that you can use as well. They do charge a fee, right? They're a great company to use as well, right? So you'll form an actual business, and then you can start building business credit. First of all, let me just say, if you don't want to go that route with having an actual business, like an LLC and all of that good stuff, and you just want to start right now, maybe you have a house and you want to rent out the basement, or maybe you have just an apartment, you have an extra room or whatever you want to do, right? Or just an extra space, right, that you just have and you just want to start renting it out. You don't want to start an actual business, right? You can do this too. So I'm going to first share how you can do it without establishing an actual business first, right? And I know for like the no debt people and the debt free people and all of that good stuff, you may get on me for this, but just hear me out, okay? Hear me out. So if you have a credit card, if you don't have an extra space like your own home or extra space in your apartment, and you want to do it the rental arbitrage way, I teach this as well. I coach this, and I have this method in my book as well. So if you want to do it the rental arbitrage way, whereas you're getting the permission from either landlords or apartment complexes to use their units to do it, what you can do is, if you have a credit card and you have some extra funds on there, let's say you have a 2,000, and you have some availability, right, of credit on your credit card, right? You can use that, right, for the down payment and, for the first month, right? Get your unit set up. You can go to Facebook Marketplace, right? I've personally done this, okay? And I've gotten free and cheap stuff, furniture, okay? Very inexpensive, and I have furnished an entire unit for like $1,000. Okay, I've gotten a queen bed frame for like $30, right? I suggest getting things like linen and the actual mattress new, right? Towels and stuff like that. But I've gotten like couch that looks brand new for like $30, okay, because of Facebook Marketplace. So you can furnish your Airbnb for little to nothing, all right? Do not be afraid of places like these. You have places like OfferUp that you can go to and get things for for a ridiculously inexpensive price comparing to buying things brand new. And besides, it's a short-term rental, right? People are going to be coming in and out, and you never know, that person that may, damage stuff. So you don't want anything too expensive and extravagant anyway, unless you are doing a more high scale or upscale type of listing. But for the average listing, right, get your furniture from Facebook Marketplace, right? OfferUp, stuff like that. The Goodwill. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many things I've gotten at the Goodwill, like good quality stuff, and you will never know. You would never know unless I actually tell you, right? So if you have a credit card, you can actually put a down payment, right? You can put your down payment and your rent on your credit card to start, right? And hear me out again, right? Now, after you've done this, it can take you as little as 3 to 4 days, as little as 3 to 4 days to get your listing up to par, right? it doesn't take that long to get a listing together, furnished and all that good stuff. It may take you a week. It really all depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to paint and do all that extra stuff, it may take you a week. It's nice to have an extra person to help with that, but you can really get your unit set up in like 3 to 4 days, 7 days max, right? Once you've gotten your listing up, and you've posted your listing, it's now published and out there in the universe, right? I'm telling you, once you have professional pictures, which I strongly suggest, is to hire a professional photographer, right? Yes, I know you have your iPhone and you have great photography skills and whichever, but it's nice to have a real estate photographer to take the photos because they are great with editing, right? That's their specialty. They're already great with editing. They know what they're doing. They know how to make a room larger. They know the angles, all of that good stuff, right? It's going to be so worth it. I mean, this can cost anywhere between maybe 125 to $200, right? Per photo shoot. So it's definitely 100% worth it, right? I strongly suggest doing this. Once you get your listing set up and it's posted, I am telling you, within 24 hours, you are going to be blown away by the amount of bookings that you're getting within that short period of time, right? And I guarantee, I mean, if you're in a decent area, your listing is great, you have things around you. It doesn't have to be anywhere that is a top vacation spot or anything like that. I know a lot of people worry about this, like, oh my gosh, does my Airbnb have to be in, somewhere like Philly or New York City or Miami? No, absolutely not. Your Airbnb can be anywhere. Okay. People travel for all types of different reasons. All right. People travel for work. People travel because they want to help somebody move. People travel, we've had people travel from Hawaii, from Argentina, from just all over the place, right? Because they're either, starting school or they just have family in the area and, they want their own space and whichever. So keep that in mind, right? People travel for all types of different reasons, okay? Take it from a flight attendant. I mean, I meet people all walks of life, all over the world. And, the stories, that they share, the reason why they're traveling, you're like, oh man, I didn't really think of that, right? So people travel for all types of different reasons. So once you have a great listing, I mean, like I said, your listing is in a decent area, the photos are great and eye-catching, you will be booked. Okay, that's the least that you want to worry about is whether or not you will be booked. Okay. So once you start getting those bookings, right, you can literally use your first and second month's booking to pay yourself back. Okay. I'm not saying use your credit card and that's it, but you will eventually pay yourself back. You have to think about this. Sometimes in order to make money, right? Most times, not even sometimes, but in any business, you have to spend money to make money, right? To start a business, you have to spend money to make money. You have to spend something to make something, right? So if you're really thinking about this as a business, right, and you're really thinking, scaling and growing your business, then you may have to spend some money, and that's absolutely okay. So again, if you have a credit card, right, instead of using your own personal savings and all of that good stuff, use your credit card and pay yourself back within a month or two, guaranteed. Okay. So that's one way that you can do it without having an actual business. Now let's talk about having an actual business, okay? Because you guys know I love this. I even have a free guide, okay? So let's pause, right? I have a free guide below. You can pause this video and real quick, go ahead and download the free guide that I have, right? That will be linked in the show notes of this podcast of how you can establish an actual business today, right? And build business credit in as little as 60 days. Okay. So if you have absolutely no personal credit, no availability, no cash on hand, nothing like that, and you probably have like $200 or something like that, you can start an Airbnb business. Okay. And here's how you're going to do that. All right. Now, once you've formed your LLC and all of that, you've gotten your EIN number free from irs.gov. Again, if you want the full steps, I have the full details right in that guide. So go ahead and download your free guide today, right? So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. You have your LLC, EIN number, you get your DUNS number and all of that good stuff. You can start creating stuff like a net 30 account. Literally, to get your LLC, your EIN number, and start building net 30 accounts takes less than a week, right? Once your business name is good, right? It takes me usually a few days to get it back, to make sure that your business name, is good. There's nobody else with the same name and all of that. Your EIN number, you get that pretty much the same day. You can set all of this up, you guys, in less than a week, less than 2 weeks, right? Max, right? So you have all of that information, your EIN number, your DUNS number. You can start forming stuff like net 30s accounts, right? Most people know, the Quill and the Granger and the Uline, and you can do NAV as well. NAV is a great resource as well, that it's just a great building business credit type of resource, great blogs and stuff like that on there. But you can establish an account with NAV as well. Shirtsy, there's so many different net 30 accounts that you can establish that will help you to establish business credit, right? A whole it's like an endless list of net 30 accounts that you can start with, right? And once you have all of the once you have at least 4, listen, you guys, you can have between 4, if you have as minimum as 4 to 5 net 30 accounts, this will start reporting on your business credit score, like your paydex score is what it's called, right? You will actually start receiving a paydex score, right? And you can then now start moving on to tier 2 accounts. Now, if you already have good credit, decent credit, maybe 640, 680, you can skip past the tier 2 accounts. Again, I have the different tiers in my business credit guide that you can refer to, right? You can skip and go to other business credit cards like Chase. Now there's one business credit card that I'm going to suggest, right? This business credit card, it does require personal guarantee, right? This is the Capital One Spark business card. It does require some personal guarantee. So if you're not looking to have anything else on your personal credit, I don't suggest this card. But if you don't mind, right? And if you don't have the best credit score, if you have a low credit score, you can still be eligible for this Capital One Spark business credit card, okay? So with this Capital One Business Spark credit card, the difference is it does report on your personal credit as well, right? However, it also does report on the business side as well, right? So that will help you to keep building business credit. I believe it reports to Experian, Small Business Exchange, and Dun & Bradstreet, right? So that's a great small business credit card that you can start with. And you can use this credit card, right? Let's say hypothetically you're approved for let's say $3,000. You can use this credit card to literally get an apartment, get some furniture and all of that, literally without using your own money. $0, okay? By using business credit, by using OPM, other people's money, okay? The wealthy will tell you about that, okay? Using other people's money, right? The wealthy, the rich and the wealthy, they're not using their own money, every step of the way with everything. So get that mentality out of your head, get that out of your head that you have to use cash for every single thing, right? It's low risk when you don't have to use all of your own money up front, okay? So that's a great way how you can start an Airbnb business or a short-term rental business, right? Using other people's money, right? Just choose to build business credit. Like I said, literally this can take less than 60 days. Okay. Again, you get your LLC, right? You can get it from InkFile for free, except for the state fee, right? Get your EIN number with irs.gov, you know, all the different steps to forming an actual business, right? Like I said, I have all of these things in my guide, right? Step by step, just so that I'm not making this podcast too long. But the main thing is getting your LLC, your EIN number, your business bank account. Oh, almost forgot that one. Get your business bank account, right? Because you want to establish an actual business, right? You want to separate everything. I strongly suggest Navy Federal Credit Union as well. If you're able to get in, find a sponsor or something, start building a net 30 accounts, right? Start getting a PAYDEX score of at least 80, you know, then you can start applying for like business credit cards. Again, I suggest you can start with Capital One Spark Business, right? Even if you have a low credit score, like under 600, you can still be eligible for this credit card, and you can use that credit card to literally get an apartment, okay, in your business name, okay? And I talk a little bit about that in my book, right? So if you haven't got my book as yet, go ahead and go grab your book from Amazon. It's called The B&B Boss Basics, What They Don't Tell You, Everything You Need to Know About Starting a Short-Term Rental Business, okay? So you're gonna do not a personal lease, okay? I don't suggest that, but if that's what you want to do, you know, by all means, okay, do a corporate lease, all right? Use your business credit card, and that's no money down right there. Now, what if that Capital One Spark card, what if that limit is not enough to, you know, get that apartment, get furniture and all of that good stuff? I'm glad you asked, okay? Because there's another card that you can get, super easy to get, and this is a Sam's Club business credit card, right? You can literally walk in. For this card, you have to walk in. You can't apply online, right? You have to literally walk into the store. If you don't yet have a Sam's Club membership, you walk in, let them know, hey, I want to establish a Sam's Club business membership, right? You have, there's two different memberships, I believe, one for $45, one for $100. You can just start with the $45 one, right? Not a major difference. The only major difference, I believe, is the discounts with like appliances and stuff like that, right? So you can get your membership, and then you tell the representative, hey, you know, I want to apply for a Sam's Club business credit card, right? And they will put the application right then and there for you, okay? Now, my suggestion is this, right? Before the representative hits that submit button, okay, make sure that he or she make sure that they inputted your business information correctly, because anything off, the name, the EIN number, anything off like that can deny or decline the application, and you have to wait 30 days again to apply. So take it from me, before they hit the submit button, ask to see the screen so that you can review the information. In addition to that, on their system, the DUNS number is optional, right? Make sure, okay, that you let them know that you want to add your DUNS number, and make sure that you add your DUNS number as well. I don't know, maybe it automatically picks up your DUNS number by your EIN number, whichever, but I strongly suggest adding your DUNS number right then and there. So there's both your EIN and your DUNS number, right? For better odds of approval, especially when you're now generating a PAYDEX score, okay? And the reason why I am sharing this with you guys is because it has happened to us before, right? Where the representative didn't put the information correctly and we were denied, right? And we had to wait 30 days, okay? So I strongly suggest just make sure the information is correct. And once they're done, they'll say, you know, call this number, and they'll finish the application. I know sometimes it may sound like a denial, right? Like when they're like, oh, wait for the next 14 days, or wait for the letter in the mail or something. But in this case, the actual bank, they need to verify your information. So you have to call, right, and the status line and just verify some information. And usually right then and there, they'll tell you over the phone, you know, whether or not you were approved for the card and the limit that you were approved for, and they'll, you know, just send it in the mail. Now, the best part about this is, I know a lot of you guys are talking about Sam's Club. You're like, oh, Sam's Club. I mean, Sam's Club mostly sells food and stuff like that, right? Like, what are you going to get for your Airbnb through Sam's Club, right? Or you may be saying, well, Sam's Club, their appliances is expensive, and you're not really buying appliances for if you have an apartment, right? Because usually it already comes with appliances, right? Well, with a Sam's Club credit card, you can actually use this at Walmart. Did you know that? Did you know that you can use your Sam's Club credit card at Walmart? Yes, 100%. Okay. Any Walmart. So what does this mean for you? Okay. You've got some cash. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you're using your personal credit, right, to start your Airbnb business, or maybe you're using your business credit, right? Either way, if your personal credit isn't sufficient, or your business credit, right, isn't enough to start, you know, with getting the apartment, getting furniture and all of that, you can split it, right? So you can use, let's say you've gotten the Spark business credit card, right? You can use that for the down payment for the apartment and all of that for the first month. And then you can use your Sam's Club credit card, right, and shop at Walmart to get your stuff like your linen. We all know what, you know, Walmart has everything, right? You know, you can get your linen, your plates, and you know, kitchen stuff and bathroom stuff and all that good stuff, and furnish. Oh my gosh, you can probably furnish an entire apartment. Honestly, if you think about it, you can probably furnish your entire apartment from Walmart, because Walmart does have furniture stuff, don't they? They have furniture stuff, linen stuff, all that good stuff. So you can probably furnish your entire apartment with that Sam's Club credit card. Mind blowing. Okay. So this video, it was no hoax. Okay. It was no clickbait. Okay. You can literally start an Airbnb business with little to no money, with none of your own money. Okay. But instead using OPM, using other people's money. And then, like I said, don't feel like you have to spend an arm and a leg for furniture and stuff like that. Go to the Goodwill, right? Go to Facebook Marketplace, go to OfferUp. Like, there's so many different, you know, platforms that you can use and places that you can go to get stuff inexpensive, even for free. You can sign up for freebie alerts. I think there's something called freebie alerts, right? And it will literally give you an alert whenever somebody posts something that's for free, and it will tell you what platform they posted it on, and you can literally just go pick it up. I mean, if you want to be that frugal, right? So there's so many different ways and different methods that you can actually start this business for free, right? Or almost free, and then scale it from there. And you can just keep repeating, okay, until you get to a certain number. So if your goal is to have 5, right, within the year, you can absolutely achieve 5 B&Bs within the first year. Okay, 100%. Now, if you have any questions about anything thus far, please reach out in the comments below. I do respond to all of my comments as long as I see it. For the most part, I do see it. So just let me know, right? If you think that this is actually doable, let me know what you think. Let me know if you already thought about this. Let me know if you had no idea that this could be done, right? Let me know in the comments below. But just a quick recap, right, of what we discussed earlier. You can start a short-term rental business with little to no money, with and without an actual business. My suggestion and my preference is to form an actual business, right? business owners, there's a lot to benefit from having an actual business. Okay, let me tell you. So I 100% suggest forming an actual business. Right, there's tons of benefit to doing that. Right, system was built for entrepreneurs. Right, this entire system was built for entrepreneurs. So I strongly suggest forming an actual business. I mean, you can have access to so much credit, cash, and so many other things that your personal credit may not be able to give you, right? So, and that's one of the reasons why I suggest forming an actual business, right? Make it official, right? So you can do that, form an LLC and all that good stuff. Get your EIN number, DUNS number, start applying for Net 30 accounts, and start applying for a business like credit cards and other business accounts and tier 2s and tier 3 accounts. And then you can use your business credit that you have built, your business credit card. You can get a Capital One Spark business credit card, and you can use that as a down payment for your house rental, an apartment rental, whichever you prefer, right? You can apply for a Sam's Club credit card, where you can also use at Walmart, right? And you can use that credit card for linens and some furniture and all of that good stuff, right? And this is all without using your own money, right? This is all using OPM, right? And you can pay yourself back within the first 2 months of bookings, and you can repeat this step and just do it all over again. Okay, but those are the ways that you can start a short-term rental business today with little to no money. All right, if you like this video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. And if you are listening right on Spotify, Apple, Google, Reason, Breaker, wherever you are listening to this podcast, make sure that you like, you follow, you share, all that good stuff. Okay. Until next time, again, it's your girl Shy-Bivia. It was an absolute pleasure. Let's continue to grow those businesses together, and I'll see you guys later. Be blessed. Bye-bye.